It's your boy Static Too Fresh, and this is my docu-series, Behind the Bars. Episode 1, The Spark, you feel me? Basically, I'm gonna be breaking down, the concept of the album, who I am as an artist, and, what I stand for and stuff like that, so y'all can really get to know me. So, number one question is, who is Static Too Fresh? Static Too Fresh is an independent artist, independent hip-hop artist, you feel me, from Oceanside, born in the Bay Area, born in San Jose, raised in Oceanside. You know, at 13, you feel me, my parents got divorced, you feel me, so after, the age of 13, I was pretty much growing up in a single mother, my mom pretty much raised me from 13 and up, you feel me, just like that, you feel me, so like, we was moving around a lot and shit, you feel me, so, basically, shit, since I was a kid, you feel me, I've been, wrapped in with music, my pops, he's like the biggest Michael Jackson fan in the world, you feel me, so, when we was kids and shit, he used to have us perform like the Jackson 5 and shit. on some serious shit. If you hit the move wrong, you feel me? We not eating dinner till we get it right type shit. You feel me? So like as a kid, I was always, you feel me, in the music, doing music, performing in front of his friends and stuff like that. So when I turned like 16, I met one of the homies, homie Blessed Calligraphy, you feel me, and he was making music and shit. He had his own like in-house studio, you feel me, and then when I was 16, I recorded my first mixtape and dropped it on docu-series in 2011 called Most Shocking. It was the Most Shocking mixtape, you feel me. If you know the mixtape game back in the day, DatPiff. If you know docu-series, you know what it is, legendary mixtapes have been on DatPiff. You know, if not, go do your research. The mixtape game, that's where I originally come from, and I dropped the mixtape, Most Shocking mixtape, 2011, some cool shit with the homie Blessed Calligraphy, and that pretty much created my love for this like hip hop shit, you feel me? And since then I've been pretty much making music, and 2018, I was in Santa Cruz at the Joey Badass tour at the Catalyst, and Westside Boogie, before he was going by just Boogie, but Westside Boogie had brought me up on stage, you feel me? I was actually in the crowd just to watch the show. He brought me up on stage and I had spit my bars, you feel me? And it was a sold out show and the crowd was really fucking with me, you feel me? Like they was rocking with my shit. And ever since that day, it made me realize that I could actually really make a living off of this shit. And ever since that day, I've been kind of taking it very seriously since then, more serious than I was before, to be honest. And that kind of changed my life, made me realize like I can make a living off this shit. 2018. And then, shout out to Westside Boogie. And then, so shortly after that, I believe it was like not too long after that, 2019, Nipsey Hussle had died. If you know who Nipsey Hussle is, independent artist, one of the most, legendary independent artists that, had an untimely passing, and so he passed away, and then that also made me want to really, take this craft even more serious. And then after that, I dropped my first project, Spiritual Healing, in 2019. In-house project, something that I recorded at the crib type shit, you feel me? And that was pretty much my first like real project. I treated it like an album, you know what I mean? And since then we've been pretty much, putting out music. I dropped another album, Feeling Blessed too, you feel me, in when I dropped that, 2022, 23, something like that. But this project is different, you feel me? This is my first professionally recorded album, you feel me? So this right here, this album, Dreams Are Reality Eventually, this is my greatest album. It's my best project that I've ever put together. Best production, best songs, quality-wise, mix-wise, concept-wise, everything is just, this is my best sounding project. Dreams Are Reality is actually Dreams Are Reality eventually is actually out right now on Even. I'm gonna put the link in the description. Y'all can check it out, the link in the description, you feel me? It's $10 minimum if you want to support. It will be on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that later at a later date. But for now, if you really want to support me, money goes directly to me, you feel me? You pay minimum $10. You can pay more if you really want to support a brother. But yeah, Dreams Are Reality eventually, feel me? We on some West Coast shit. So basically, what inspired this album is, if you've been paying attention to hip hop at all, you know the Kendrick Lamar and Drake battle, you know, the greatest battle of hip hop history. Yeah, that kind of inspired this album, you know what I mean? Right now, the West Coast is on top. In my opinion, it hasn't been like this since Snoop and Pac. As far as the West Coast just being on top of the world right now, you know, with Kendrick Lamar killing off Drake. You know, it's put the West Coast in a different light. It's like, you know, everybody from the West Coast, we all uniting, and it seems like it's a certain energy right now. And that's what pretty much inspired me to make this album. This is a West Coast album. This album is dedicated to the city of Oceanside, dedicated to the Bay Area, dedicated to California, dedicated to the West Coast. And I feel like on this album, I've actually found like my sound, you feel me? Like, I've been from the West Coast, I've been representing the West Coast, but I never really created a West Coast project or put together a West Coast project. So this will be the first of that. And I feel like I'm, you know, just finding my sound right now, honestly. Even though I've been doing this since I was 16, right now I'm 31, you feel me? I've been doing this since 2011. But yeah, man, that's basically what it is, man. And shout out to everybody who's a part of the project, you feel me? It's your boy Static Too Fresh, and this is my docu-series, Behind the Bars. Episode 1, The Spark, you feel me?